I'm Mike Bowers and I'm photographer at large for The Guardian Australia. I'm talking pictures this morning with writer and broadcaster, the one and only Benjamin Law, and a very warm welcome, mate.
G'day, Mike. Good to be here.
The RBA captured the nation's interest this week but didn't end up raising them, and David Rowe has beautifully, in the way that only David Rowe can, captured this.
First of all, the roller coaster ride, where are interest rates going to land? Well, you're probably going to end up in the same place.
Rates roller coaster. Come on, Michelle, live a little. And I think she's trying to apply the brakes here with the percentage sign.
Yeah, look what's coming up behind her as well. The riots in the UK, discontent in Germany.
And at the front here is a bear market, I think.
Oh, that's what the bear was.
Kamala Harris and a very fleshy Donald Trump.
I mean, David Rowe really has that way of drawing people.
He does flesh.
You can't unsee that, can you?
No. Benjamin, thank goodness for Nina Kennedy and giving all the cartoonists a visual metaphor.
She's giving us so much. I mean, the first ever gold medalist in the pole vault for Australia, but also material and metaphor.
A lovely Andrew Dyson cartoon. Albo here's having a good old attempt to get over the interest rate, which hasn't dropped. Unfortunately, it's going to be a harder landing than he thought.
He's not really drawn as an athlete there either, is he?
No. Dean Alston has also picked up on the pole vault, and he's got Jim Chalmers, who seems to have skewered himself here.
He's got a rising tent, but in a way that he doesn't want to have.
Yeah. Fiscal Olympics, the inflation pole vault. I'm not quite sure where Michelle Bullock's aiming her pole.
Yeah, but there looks to be implied violence here, and a little bit of glee too.
Beautiful David Pope cartoon, who's got the family here balancing on the house and the shopping trolley and a backflip and trying to raise the kid up. And any tips, says Albo to Nina Kennedy.
It's a lot of acrobatics to keep a household afloat, and looking to Albo for help. Not sure that he's giving it to them.
Benjamin, the RBA may not have raised the interest rates, but the AFP raised the threat rate.
It's always difficult to know when that happens, how we're supposed to respond. What do we do with that information?
Matt Golding has an idea of where this should land. Do you remember back to the fridge magnet, be alert, not alarmed?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Stick it on there, and just to remind yourself as you have a cup of tea to remain clenched.
Yeah. Threat level, low, moderate, high,
Fridge magnet.
Well, Ben, it turns out that the ban on gambling wasn't something we could bet on. Beautiful Alan Moyer cartoon, 5-1, there's a gambling ad within 2 minutes. That's a sure bet.
Yeah, I think we could probably safely bet on that ourselves, Mike.
The Glen Lever, this is down in Timid Town, and Anthony Albanese is running through the streets here with guts, courage, spines, wrong part of town.
Oh, for such a cute cartoon, it's quite brutal, isn't it? And he's so small as well, so the feeling that it engenders is pity, which is not the feeling that you want directed at you as a Prime Minister necessarily.
Ben, if you're sick of bad sports and politics, there's always the Olympic Games, and hasn't it been just a joy to watch?
You know what I love feeling more than feeling correct? It's feeling smug. And when we know that per capita we've won more medals than any other Olympics that we've competed in, I think it's worth feeling smug. That's a good feeling to carry through.
Mark Knight seems to think the Eiffel is but a trifle of what it used to be. When we decided to put a small piece of the Eiffel Tower into each Olympic medal, how were we to know the Australians would win so many?
We love talking about punching above our weight, and now that we've got the statistical proof to actually show it. I mean, I feel like we're going to win, like, I don't know, gold in Nintendo Switch soon or something really obscure.
John Kadelka has a lovely cartoon. Let me explain to you all what Makarrata means. It means coming together after a struggle, so let's all come together for a good old chinwag. Chew the fat, pat each other on the back, sign an NDA or two, and sit around a campfire sharing war stories about the campaign and where we'd like our reconciliation journey to go next, in an entirely non-binding fashion. Ooh. The really hard part of this is watching the sun go down behind Uluru here.
Yeah, time is running out. I think this cartoon really encapsulates that in quite a poignant and brutal way.
Yeah. Benjamin, it's been a great pleasure unpicking events this week. I'll let you do the honours.
Back to you, Spearsy.